These are top stories that trended this week. A judicial panel of inquiry confirmed that the Nigerian army assaulted, shot and killed NSAS protesters at the Lekki tollgate last year, identifying 48 casualties. It also found that the police also took part in the massacre and attempted to clean up the scene. Itunu Babalola, a 21-year-old Nigerian wrongfully jailed for 20 years in Ivory Coast, died in jail. She was wrongfully accused of human trafficking in Cote d'Ivoire. The Nigerian government has demanded full probe into her sudden and mysterious death. Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, once heir apparent to Libya's late leader Muammar al-Gaddafi, submitted his name as a contesting candidate in the country's first direct presidential election next month. U.S. journalist Danny Fenster, who was sentenced to 11 years in prison by a military court in Myanmar last week, was released 3 days after his sentence. He is to be deported to the U.S. As Austria faces a surge in COVID-19 cases, the country placed about 2 million people who have not been fully vaccinated again in lockdown. The country today imposed a complete lockdown in the country. A Kenyan court jailed 4 police officers for the manslaughter of British aristocrat Alexander Monsoon, who died in custody after being arrested in Mombasa in 2012. The judge ruled that Monsoon was brutally tortured and had cannabis planted on him as cover-up after he died. Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu appointed his son Babajide Akeredolu as the new Director General of the Performance and Project Implementation Monitoring Unit. The PDP called the appointment a flagrant abuse of office. A twin suicide bomb blast rocked the central business district of Ugandan capital Kampala, with the Islamic State group claiming responsibility for the blast. The group said there had been over 30 deaths and injuries as a result of the explosions. Authorities in India's capital, Delhi, have shut all schools and colleges indefinitely over the worsening levels of air pollution. Construction work has also been banned until 21st of November. A deadly storm described by authorities as a once-in-a-century weather event severed road and rail links around Vancouver in Canada. Thousands of people have fled their homes due to the massive storm. A state of emergency was declared in the region. Nigerian singer Davido raked in 185 million naira in donations from his followers on social media after he jokingly asked that anyone who had listened to his songs and loved his songs should send him money ahead of his birthday celebration, after which he posted his account details online. The U.S. Department of State asked American citizens in Ethiopia to leave immediately, warning that it will not be able to evacuate them if the country's security situation worsens suddenly. After ISOP terrorists killed the Brigadier General and 3 other soldiers in a reprisal attack, Nigerian troops killed a top-ranking ISOP commander and other terrorists in a brutal military offensive in Borno State. Amid growing crisis in Ethiopia and Sudan, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken visited Kenya, Nigeria and Senegal, touring the continent to address the pandemic and strengthen ties between the U.S. and countries in Africa. In protest against Israel's alleged apartheid treatment against Palestinians, the South African government withdrew support for Miss SA in the Miss Universe contest to be held in Israel, despite organizers asking that it not be politicized. A week after he was ordered to undergo a mental health investigation, a Kenyan court charged Ibrahim Rotich, the husband of late Olympic athlete Agnes Tirop, with her murder. He pleaded not guilty. 7 Kenyan prison warders were arrested and the head of Kenya's prison was sacked after 3 dangerous terror convicts escaped Kenya's most secure prison. $550,000 bounty was offered for their recapture. They were recaptured while trying to flee the country. President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya signed into law a refugee bill that allows asylum seekers easier access to education and opportunities to integrate and earn a living. A lawsuit alleged that Alec Baldwin's film script did not require him to fire a gun when he fatally shot cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Her lawyer accused the actor of playing Russian roulette when he fired the gun without checking it. Chinese President Xi Jinping, in a summit with U.S. President Joe Biden, warned that encouraging Taiwanese independence would be playing with fire. And these are 20 top stories that trended this week. For more, follow the details currently displayed on your screen.